Hey y'all, this is Ranger Jonah with DeKalb County, and I'm in Mason Mill Park bicycling the South Peachtree Creek Trail. And I saw something, I just had to stop and make a little video to share with you guys. You gotta check this out right here. No, I'm not talking about the graffiti. Look at what we just found. That is a bald-faced hornet's nest. It's a beautiful one. I'm gonna get a little closer, safely closer, so we can look at it, and I'll tell you a little bit about the bald-faced hornet's life cycle. Though they're in the same family as the yellow jacket, in my experience, bald-faced hornets are much less aggressive than yellow jackets. So we can actually get fairly close to them as long as I'm not doing anything to disrupt what they're doing, which is, well, gathering food for the most part, and also gathering supplies for their nest. I'm going to zoom in on this so you can take a look at them and watch them in their habitat, and I'll tell you a little bit about how their life cycle goes. And here we go. We can get real close to it. And as you can see, this nest is quite large. It's larger than a basketball, definitely. And there are bald-faced hornets coming in and out of the opening towards the bottom. All right, so bald-faced hornets do not usually last through an Atlanta winter. Only one of them does, and that's the queen. All the other hornets die off when it becomes cold and there's maybe 6 days of frost in a row. And the queen leaves this nest and goes and digs a little bit of a hole in the bark of a tree. She winters underneath the bark, and when she emerges, she begins building next year's nest. These are nests made of paper, and it really is literal paper. Each hornet collects just a little bit of tree bark in its jaws, grinds it up, mixes it with saliva, and then spreads it out paper thin and creates a paper nest. If you look at that nest and you see each little stripe of a different color brown, each of those stripes are the work of one hornet and one kind of tree bark, which is why you get different colors. It's really quite beautiful. And all summer long, they work making their nest bigger and bigger and bigger until the queen births 1, 2, or more queens, who all then leave the nest. The workers die for the winter, and then the process becomes new again in the spring. Pretty amazing, isn't it? And let's see if I can safely get just a little closer so you can look at these beautiful animals that we don't necessarily have to fear, but instead can marvel at. And once again, this is Ranger Jonah, excited to share with you a little bit about bald-faced hornets, and I'm signing off.